Hey guys, you're watching BTEX. My name is Basil and this video is all about the camera on the Google Pixel XL, specifically the camera user interface. We're also going to talk about the manual camera as well and how you can interplay with other applications and whether it shoots RAW, all that type of stuff. But before we jump into that, let's talk about the camera itself. 12.3 megapixels, it's got 1.5 micron pixel sizes, really nice and big, wide open f2 aperture lens. You just tap on a point of the screen and you take your picture. You're pretty guaranteed it's going to be a good picture. It says processing HDR. It's also got a really aggressive HDR mode on there, so you're not going to likely be getting overblown areas. I've been using this a fair bit in my travels. You can check out a sample video I posted online, but this video is really just a tutorial and an overview of what the camera interface will give you and support for third-party apps. So first off, you can see in the top we've got timer. That's up to a 10-second timer in intervals of 3 or 10 seconds. You've also got HDR+, HDR Auto, etc. Now HDR Plus is what Google was really bigging up at the launch event, where it doesn't just composite 3 pictures, it actually does more than that, and it's just that bit smarter at getting you completely, well, non-blown out pictures when they're really high contrast scenarios. You can also see you've got multiple sizes of grid, 3x3, 4x4, or the golden ratio. If I jump into the grid, I can turn them off and jump into white balance, so that's nice. Out of the box you've got color temperature control, and while that's really nice that there are the presets there, unfortunately there is no manual color temperature. You've also got flash auto, flash off, or flash on. Wouldn't have minded a fill flash, varying degrees, or just control for a video light or photo light, but hey, it's kept things nice and simple. As you can see, it's touch to expose and touch to focus, although you can override exposure using the toggle on the right hand side. Swipe across and you can see video shooting mode crops in a little bit. I've got it set to 4K video, and swipe over to pull out of that. Tap through on the left hand side and you can see you've got slow motion, panorama, photosphere, lens blur and settings. Jump into slow motion and it's very simple. You have a range of shooting modes, 240 or 120 frames per second. If I press X to jump out of that, I can open up the menu again to pull into panorama, and this is like a photosphere. It's just going to take a panoramic shot, either lengthways, widthways, or every which way, just a big picture. I've actually taken a jump into the gallery, taken a photosphere, which didn't work too well. It's not like having a 360 degree camera, but at the same time it's not totally shabby. You can see where it cut off my friend's head right there, but that's to be expected when you're doing a photosphere in a busy environment with lots of people around. Right, jumping out of photosphere, and you can see you've got lens blur as well. So this emulates what you've got with the Huawei P9 and the iPhone 7 Plus, for example, which gives you a background blur kind of effect. As it's quite an interesting one, I'm going to give you I'm going to try and give you an illustration as to how it works. It's a take a picture, and I slowly raise the device while taking the picture, give it a little bit of perspective information, and as you can see, it's blurred out the background, and it's done it pretty well. When you have stationary objects in nice high contrast, it actually does the job really well, as you can see, but it isn't as fail-safe or as quick to do as the iPhone 7 Plus. Right, that's pretty much the stock shooting modes. Now let's take a look at some of the settings that control them. So you have save location, volume key acts as a shutter button. You can shortcut to your camera by double tapping the power button. You can also see you've got control over the rear camera resolution from 0.9 megapixels right through to 12.3, and the front camera from 0.4 right through to 8 megapixels. You can also see burst settings and panorama resolution as well. It doesn't give you specifics, it just gives you low, medium, high. Around the back you've got it set to 4K right now, but you can go as low as 720p, while on the front you can go as low as standard definition. If I scroll down, you can see you can toggle video stabilization on. It is electric video stabilization, it is not optical, and as a result it's great for video, for photos in low light. It's not quite as fantastical. Now we're done with the stock camera app, let's jump into manual camera. And one of the burning questions you guys had was, can it shoot RAW? you'll be very glad to know JPEG, JPEG plus RAW, JPEG, JPEG plus RAW. You can also therefore control other manual things such as manual focus, etc. The closest focal distance is around 5. Oh, that's really looks good. Is around 5 centimeters, between 5 and 10 centimeters. As for the slowest shutter speed that we can control, you can have it open as much as 0.6 seconds. Not fantastical, nothing like the 10-second exposure or whatever on the Samsung Galaxy S7, nothing like the 20+ second exposure on the Huawei P9, but at the same time it is better than nothing. So hopefully you've enjoyed this insight into the Google Pixel XL camera UI and its capabilities with third-party applications like manual camera. If you did, click that thumbs up button. If you like the channel, subscribe. It's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do here at BTech. Thanks for watching.